That's right, baby. We're up big, up 17%. TD Ameritrade today. Gotta love it. You just gotta love it. What's going on here? Well, the news here, big news. There are some rumors that Charles Schwab might be in talks with buying out TD Ameritrade. They may offer something in order to purchase TD Ameritrade. And as a result, if you want to see the comparison with Charles Schwab stock here, you can see this bad boy's up nearly 7.5% today. Really 7% if you look at that after hours as well. Again, that's nice. Interesting rumors. It makes you think. There's definitely a lot of players in the field right now. If you're talking about Charles Schwab, E-Trade, Fidelity, TD Ameritrade, Robinhood, Vanguard. I mean, you got so many different, and there's so many newer ones too. Your smaller ones like your Stash, Invest, your Acorns, M1 Finance is gaining a lot of traction. There's just a lot of these brokers in the market right now, and you think there's a chance that there could be some consolidation on who some people might be buying out. So there might be truth to these rumors for sure. First, we'll look at the news article regarding it. Charles Schwab is in talks to buy TD Ameritrade, according to CNBC sources. Fox Business separately reported Schwab would pay $26 billion for the company. And if we're looking at TD Ameritrade's value right now, they're sitting at a market capitalization of around $22.41 billion. So that represents, $3.5 billion more in terms of valuation here. So where does that lead the shares to? I mean, obviously you see a lot of that in the jump today. This is not accounting for today's jump. So again, we'll see how that truly plays into effect there, but that's why there was such a high jump today, is that report of that valuation or potential valuation for the company. Sector has been under recent pressure by the move to no-fee commissions, leaving brokers scrambling to find new ways to maintain profits, which makes plenty of sense. There's a lot of business changes going on because of Robinhood pretty much disrupting the industry, starting this no-fee trend, and now everyone's following them. And there's a lot they have to figure out now in a short period of time of how to compete. And obviously they decided they have to get rid of their commission fees. So what are they going to do now to take care of that? I mean, obviously it looks like there's a chance that two of the largest brokers could combine, and that would be a very, very interesting thing. So we'll look at some of the other guys reacting here. Interactive Brokers, another one of the brokerages. Gains, Charles Schwab. E-Trade falls quite high, again, which makes sense. There were originally some hopes that TD Ameritrade would be potentially in talks to merge with E-Trade. So obviously this kind of news would eliminate that, and this just hurts the competitors in the industry as a whole if you get this giant mass moving together. And now there was also another release of this estimation here. So Charles Schwab potential acquisition of TD Ameritrade stands to boost Schwab's EPS through better monetization of Ameritrade's sweep deposits and cost savings, but is likely to face significant antitrust hurdles, which makes plenty of sense. Obviously, there's a lot of brokers, but you don't want, at least the FTC is not going to allow anyone to be too overpowered, I might say, in the industry, and there's a chance they shut something down like this. But overall, I don't think this is an unfair purchase if this does happen. I think they both cover a similar segment, and I think there's nothing absurd about this, and it certainly would not make them any monopoly. But again, with any big purchase like this, there are a lot of hurdles they have to jump over, that is, for the most part. You don't jump through the hurdles. If you jump through the hurdles, you're a ghost. Preliminary math, assuming an all-equity transaction, could equate to 10 to 15% EPS accretion for Charles Schwab, potentially migrating higher over a longer period of time. So obviously beneficial overall for Charles Schwab in this from this math done here. So if this guy's correct, obviously it's a beneficial thing for shareholders of Charles Schwab. Maybe not short term necessarily, but clearly it was. We'll see how these rumors develop, because how these rumors develop is going to be how these stocks react. So TD Ameritrade, I mean, it's probably not going to keep the 16% up that it was. I see it going down again. And obviously, if these hopes, these potential rumors are proven false, then you'll see this be hit pretty hard. But Schwab eventually sweeps all of Ameritrade's deposit into its bank. It would earn at least 20 basis points spread instead of Ameritrade's 150 basis points currently. Will face antitrust hurdles in that KBW estimates Schwab has 50% of IRA custody assets. Ameritrade may have 15 to 20% market share. So that'll be definitely a big hurdle there. See if they can overcome and argue that this isn't necessarily a potential monopoly here. E-Trade down meaningfully as Ameritrade and Schwab were the most likely acquirers for that business. So again, what's going to happen to poor E-Trade now that they're getting neglected due to these rumors? Now I must state, these are entirely rumors. There's no guarantees here. These are rumors. So you're talking about Charles Schwab with a market cap of around 57 billion, trying to purchase little 22.4 billion, half the valuation on this guy for TD Ameritrade. It's not an absurd purchase for them. Obviously, there's that estimate of 26 billion, and again, these are rumors of potential buyout, and this is, with something like this, it'll be a lengthy process. That's just something that should be mentioned. It's not going to be easy, but it is something that I see is absolutely possible. And I just say that again because of how many players are in the field. I think there could be some consolidation here, and I think it'll be beneficial for both of them. Personally, as a owner of these TD Ameritrade shares, trust me, I'm certainly not upset. I was already up a good 10% on my position prior to today, so I'm not going to be upset. So right now, I'm not upset by any means. I did want to pick up some more though, but to where now I'm up 50%. I'm up 50% on my position just due to today. So I'm happy for it. But I also did want to pick up more shares than I should have initially whenever I made that video about purchasing them. I should have bought more shares, and I regret it now. But there's a chance we could see some downward movement if this rumor proves to be false. We could see a pretty big downward movement, and I might pick up some more. But as far as between the two, what I prefer, personally, I use TD. I don't have an account with TD Ameritrade, and I want to open one. I like their app a lot better, and that's usually what we're doing. My trading is on my app. I use their app for a watch list for myself, so I do pull up the app regularly, and I use it as a watch list because I think it's a little bit more fluent, and I just really prefer to Robinhood's what they're offering. Schwab I haven't used much. I just really prefer TD Ameritrade's what they're working with here, and their just design of their app. I like it a lot, and obviously if this trade were to happen, I might move to Schwab, see what they can offer me. It'll be interesting to see. So let's see how this goes.